in a bit more detail and provide a really, really good example of pattern interruption in your daily life that you have actually probably been a victim of. Well, not a victim, but you've probably been, persuaded by pattern interrupt or affected by pattern interrupt when you didn't even realize that's what had happened. If you just do a Google of pattern interrupt adverts, you can find some good things, but there is a lot of bad examples as well. So instead of just scrolling through here and showing you some random examples, what I'm going to show you is something that I believe you will definitely have come across before. And that is The Simpsons. A lot of people wonder why The Simpsons are yellow, and probably even more people don't even question why they're yellow. They just accept that's how things are, that's how Matt Groening created them, and that is how they should and ought to be. Now, the actual reason The Simpsons are yellow is to do with pattern interruption. And if you do some research into this, the reason they are yellow is because the creator of The Simpsons wanted people to stop when you're flicking through channels, which is a common habit of many, many people, especially when The Simpsons first came out. We didn't have on demand, we didn't have TiVo, we didn't have fast forward and rewind live TV. We just had what's here now, and you had to accept what was on TV. You couldn't take your pick. We had VHSs and stuff, but you couldn't really take your pick out of Netflix, Hulu, Now TV, etc. So it was important for The Simpsons to be able to catch people's attention whilst they were flicking through channels, finding something to watch. Now, what made The Simpsons different to not only a lot of other things on TV, but a lot of other cartoons, is that this was about a modern, normal day family, everyday family in the USA, but they were yellow. So when people were flicking through channels, they saw these bright yellow, strange-looking characters. They're kind of human, but they're kind of not. They're not quite like us, but at the same time, they are very like us. And what this did was catch people's attention as they were flicking through channels, and they'd see The Simpsons for literally a matter of seconds, and they'd think, hang on, what is that? Who are these yellow people? And because people didn't expect to see, these humans that were bright yellow on TV, they would go back and they'd stop and they'd watch it, and they'd probably get hooked on it. So that is a great example of pattern interruption that you've probably come across and not even realized that that is what was happening. Basically, if you've flicked through channels before and then something's caught your attention and you've flicked back, for example, The Simpsons, that is likely due to pattern interruption. Purposely making something different, purposely making something stand out and be different to what a human would expect to see, will capture their attention because you are interrupting their thought patterns and their expectations.